Commissioner Basleys, Commissioner Cedeno,
Here.
Commissioner Sefeli, Commissioner Lopez, Commissioner O'Day,
Here.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Here.
Commissioner Williams,
Here.
Chairman Romano, please
Yeah.
stand to pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, before we start, we have two birthdays. We have one of our top staffers who's been with us for many years and does a yeoman's job every day, Miss Luz Feliciano, February 18th. And the Dean of the County Board of Commissioners, prep grad, Uncle Tufti Filippo, man behind the scenes for West Side Avenue. What Bill O'Day. Okay, Madam Clerk, continue, please.
Adequate notice of this meeting has been provided as follows. Posting notice of Resolution 801-2026 on the County Commissioners Bulletin Board, first floor, Administration Building Annex, Jersey City, New Jersey. Copies of the above-mentioned resolution have been sent to the county clerk and editors of the Kearney Observer and the Star Ledger. May I have a motion to approve the minutes of the caucus meeting of January 27th, 2026, and the regular meeting of January 29th, 2026?
Second.
Rodriguez and Cedeno.
Commissioner Pontilivski,
Aye.
Commissioner Basleys, Commissioner Cedeno,
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli, Commissioner Lopez, Commissioner O'Day,
Yes.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Yes.
Commissioner Williams,
Yes.
Chairman Romano.
Yes.
So the next order of business is on today's agenda is to turn it over to administration.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
I do not have any new items. I do have a couple of replacement items.
Okay.
Item number 11 has been replaced. The name of the company was changed from Seidel to SOE Software Corporation. Nothing else is different. And number 18, which is under the Middlesex Co-op, we deleted the amount for the pitcher's mound. It's not necessary at this time.
Okay, thank you.
What did you do it?
The amount for the pitcher's
You
mound.
reduced it, you said?
No, deleted it.
You can't delete it without us moving and seconding to delete it.
No, I agree with you. I'm just letting you know what the changes are.
So I make a motion for to
I
do
second.
those changes.
I second. O'Day and Romano, before we continue, County Executive, before you leave the chambers, did you want to address the commissioners on anything? You did enough for today. Okay, continue.
On the changes, Commissioner Pontilivski,
Aye.
Commissioner Basleys,
Yes.
Commissioner Cedeno,
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli, Commissioner Lopez, Commissioner O'Day,
Yes.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Yes.
Commissioner Williams,
Yes.
Chairman Romano.
Yes.
I do have one new one. It would be Resolution 27. It's urging the Governor, Mikey Sherrill, and all the New Jersey State Department of Health to take any and all measures to ensure the continued operation and long-term stability of Heights University Hospital, formerly known as Christ Hospital. I need a sponsor and a
Sponsor
second.
unless,
Second.
You want to do board?
turn second,
Want to do board or you want to do board?
Do the
Or
board.
guys?
whatever you want to do
All
it.
right, want to do board? We'll do board as a whole.
The board as a whole. Commissioner Pontilivski,
Aye.
Commissioner Basleys,
Yes.
Commissioner Cedeno,
Yes.
Commissioner Lopez, Commissioner O'Day,
Yeah, and yes, and just so everyone knows, in light of the urgency of a call that occurred today, with the operator, we need to send somebody in a car down to the governor's mansion and drop the resolution off.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Yes.
Commissioner Williams,
Yes.
Chairman Romano.
Yes, and one other comment with regard to that. I know that there's been a lot of people losing jobs. I think we should be made aware of what that situation is with the unions?
I just had a question,
Go ahead, Bill.
I guess, to legal. So I know that under certain circumstances, the board has the power to create an investigatory committee, which could up to and include, I guess, subpoenaing individuals. So I think that the history of what has occurred at that hospital over the last 13 years warrants it. So I would like to have a conversation, I guess, with the chair and with the county council and our council about the possibility of us creating that committee, because it's obvious to me that for over a decade, individuals purposely allowed the hospital to run down, didn't make capital improvements. As the administrator would know, we have issues with monies that they owe that they did not pay. We had issues with checks that were cashed, but not by the people they were supposed to be cashed by, and a pattern of neglect, maybe purposeful neglect, has resulted in the hospital today that literally we were told on a call earlier this morning is closing tomorrow. And participating in most of that and being told things like, well, the medical arts building will be able to provide a lot of the medical services. And my response was, more than half the people, the doctors, are no longer in that building because they left, because the patients they get were patients that came from the hospital. So I mean, the pattern that started many years ago with a real estate deal, I don't know how else to describe that, continues through today. So I would like to, consider putting on the next agenda a resolution to have an investigatory committee. We've had contracts there. There's monies they owe us, to dig deep into that, because I think that will help, bring a new operator into that facility, because obviously, the one that's there now didn't start the problem, but they didn't address the problem either.
Okay, continue, Madam Clerk.
According to the policy set by the Board of County Commissioner, members of the public are asked to limit their comments to 5 minutes when discussing agenda items and 3 minutes at the conclusion of the meeting for persons who submitted a written request to discuss matters of public interest. At this time, the public may address the board on any item on the agenda only. Please keep your comments limited to 5 minutes. Are there any speakers on the agenda items only? Courtney Walker.
All right. Hello, commissioners. My name is Courtney Walker, and I'm here for agenda item number 10, which is a resolution approving the contract with full service mailers for the provision of election-related services, like clerk, postal, computer, and mailing services. I believe this is the same provider we have a contract with from last year. And with the late arrival of sample ballots before the general election, sample ballots arrived after early voting started in a lot of people's mailboxes when they were supposed to arrive before. Those sample ballots include important information like early voting locations. And there were several new early voting locations added last year, which was incredible. Thank you all for advocating for more. But I just want to make sure that any issues we have with that service provider are resolved before entering into a new year of our contract with them. I was told sample ballots, if my memory serves me correctly, I was told sample ballots arrived late because of issues with the service provider. So I want to make sure that those issues are addressed, because I know that we're all continuing to advocate for better distribution of early voting locations throughout the county. I want to give a shout out to Michael Harper. He's been incredibly helpful in terms of, talking through the process of what makes a good location, et cetera. And I'm pretty sure there are plans to hopefully add one in Harrison next year, which would be huge because they're the ones that are most significantly impacted by lack of access to an early voting site. So going back to agenda item number 10, I just want to make sure that we have addressed the issues with our service provider before entering into a new contract year with them.
Can anyone answer that question?
Junior, right? Junior can answer.
Commissioners, so to respond to the question, uh, the statutory deadline for sample ballots was met last year. Unfortunately, they arrived after early voting started because of the amount of mail that was going out in Hudson County for the gubernatorial elections and other elections that were being held. But we have spoken to the Mayor House. We have made arrangements with the superintendent of elections to be able to get voter registration lists to them a little earlier in order to avoid that from happening again this year. But we have the commitment from the mailing house that that's not going to occur, but it's not their fault. They met the statutory deadline. I just want to make that clear. So we'll work on making sure that this year they get into the voters' hands before early voting.
Thank you, Junior.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Yes, that we just added that. We added that. And just for clarity, I believe there's a temporary stay of the closing. Because this morning they said they were closing them all, but now my understanding from union, at least from something the union put out, that there's been a temporary stay on that.
But there's nothing in the
Doesn't make this resolution any less important, doesn't make an investigatory committee any less, needed, but.
I'm Norris Raymaker, and I'm with the Sergeant Anthony Neighborhood Park Association, and I'm a 30-year resident on Palisade Avenue, and we have watched, our neighborhood has watched as the various owners of the facility have bought up many properties along Palisade Avenue and then did nothing with them. So the daycare center, which is directly across the street, which was a huge benefit for people who were working at the hospital at the time, has been closed for about 20 years. And nothing has been done with that property. The garage, which was built in 94, my neighborhood association sued over the building of that garage because it was supposed to go to 10 stories. Bill Bermirsky, who was on the planning board in Jersey City at the time, we lost our lawsuit, but he wrote into the zoning that the garage had to be kept to 4 stories. And as a concession to the community, we were to be allowed to rent spots in that garage. And that tradition continued up until July of this year when all of the neighbors were told to get out. So, I would like to check on the deeds on the planning board minutes to see if that was memorialized and if there's anything we can do about that. My doctors are in the doctor's building. I had an appointment on February 5th. There were buckets in the hallway because the water was pouring through the ceiling tiles in the hallway. My own doctors have complained to me that the heat is unregulated. It'll be 95 degrees in that building. They cannot open up the windows to try and get a little cool air into the offices. They have not had leases since 2024. They don't want to leave that building because it has a nice drop-off, a circular drop-off where their patients can come in, where the county can drop off people who are using county transportation. They don't want to leave, but they are under tremendous pressure because of this chronic refusal to maintain that property. And that property is owned by the same man who owns Alaris Health. So they're deliberately, they're doing what a bad landlord does. They don't take care of things. They want the tenants to leave so that it can be vacant and then they can do whatever they want with it. And we know what they want to do with it. They came forward, they went to planning in Jersey City. They wanted to put a 50-story building on the site. Then they came forward with a plan to put up 10 10-story buildings, no hospital. They talk about they need revenue to support the deficits that occur at this hospital. But they have no feasibility study. They have no real architectural study. They're just taking advantage of people's need for a hospital. They're bamboozling us, in other words. And I am so grateful to all of you for seeing through and realizing who you are dealing with. You are dealing with people who have been indicted 9 times under the RICO Act. That's who's in charge of this facility. So please, thank you so very much for this resolution.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next speaker.
There are no other speakers?
Wow.
Okay, move to close.
No need
I
to.
have, Commissioner Sefeli isn't here, Chairman, so I need a sponsor for
whatever
number 9,
sponsors
and I
it
need a,
I'm here. I'm here.
Take it.
Bill's
Hello?
taking both.
take them both. Okay.
Hello, I'm here.
May I have a motion to approve all the items on the consent agenda? A second?
Lipsky.
Commissioner Pontilivski?
Aye.
Commissioner Basleys? Commissioner Cedeno?
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli? Commissioner Lopez? Commissioner O'Day?
Yes.
Commissioner Rodriguez?
Yes.
Commissioner Williams?
Yes.
Chairman Romano?
Yes.
Oh, Commissioner Sefeli just came on Zoom.
I was on for the last speaker.
We have one ordinance for second reading. Finance and Administration, bond ordinance providing for various 2026 road and bridge improvements by and in the County of Hudson, State of New Jersey, appropriating $12,542,089, including state grants received or expected to be received in the aggregate amount of $9,310,826. Therefore, and authorizing the issuance of 3,077,393 bonds or notes to finance part of the cost thereof. This is the time fixed for the public hearing of this ordinance, which was introduced at the meeting of February 12th, 2026, advertised as required by law, together with a notice of hearing for this time. It's been posted on the County Commissioners Bulletin Board and made available to the general public. Are there any speakers on this ordinance? Seeing none, can I ask for a motion to close the hearing?
Second.
All in
Basleys.
favor?
Lipsky.
Opposed? On the final adoption, Commissioner Pontilivski,
Aye.
Commissioner Basleys, Commissioner Cedeno,
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli, Commissioner Lopez, Commissioner O'Day,
Yes.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Yes.
Commissioner Williams,
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli.
Yes, I don't know if I
Ah,
was
you're
muted. or not.
muted.
Can you hear me now?
Is that on? Is he?
It has its.
Oh, he's on.
Can you hear me
He's
now?
on, but he's
I
not
was
on
probably
video.
muted. Yeah.
Chairman
I was
Romano.
on.
Yeah.
Yes.
It'd be on video if you're on remote into the statute.
This concludes the items of business on today's agenda. Are there any comments from the commissioners? Are there any comments from the Chief of Staff of the County Executive?
That's a first.
To the, this is the,
Oh,
Can I make a comment?
go ahead, Bob.
I just want to say, the County Department of Roads and Parks, the Sheriff's Office, Hudson County Improvement Authority, everybody, you've been cleaning the roads and you've been doing an outstanding job. I just wanted to say, last night was about, I had to put that out there.
Yeah, in Hoboken, they went beyond, they went places they didn't have to go. And that's a tribute to the leadership from the county exec and from Denise. So thank you. Because I know, I can't say what I wanted to say.
I would just add that late last night, and then actually, we received a request concerning a funeral that was happening this morning at St. John's Church, and Denise Wiley, obviously the county exec, they cleared that. Otherwise, the hearse and the cars or the family wouldn't even been able to have a place to bring their vehicles for a funeral. So definitely above and beyond the call of duty.
Okay, continue, Madam Clerk.
this is the time for persons who submitted a timely written request to address the board on any matter of public interest. Please remember to limit your comments to 3 minutes. I do have a list of speakers. The first one I have is Leroy Truth. Not here.
Oh.
Raymond Mitchell.
It's the meeting.
All right, last week last 2 weeks I was here. As we all know, March 26, 2020, my father was strangled in the North Bergen Harborage, owned by Hackensack Meridian. The last time I was here, they said that Mr. Wayne Mello will give me the information that Esther Suarez said that my dad died of COVID. I still have not received it all these months. I've been coming here for probably like a year, I guess, to these meetings, and I have not received anything at all. I continue coming here, and I don't understand what do I have to do, guys? Like, since you guys are all the, officials here, public servants, what do I have to do to get my information from the prosecutor's office? Does anybody have suggestions?
I thought that they did speak to you.
I need it in writing. Nobody really spoke to me about it. I was looking for Esther Suarez to speak about this because she's the one that said the cause of I understand she retired because she said, I guess my dad died of COVID and then she retires. I supposed to have my information, and there was weeks that I asked her for the information. And now Wayne Mello here doesn't want to give me any information either. Is he covering up, or like what's going on here? Because now I have 3 different stories. I have a natural death from the nursing home. I have the strangle marks of his face, and then I have Esther Suarez said it was COVID. So,
Whoever would issue it, I'm assuming whoever would issue the certificate.
but now she's no longer here, so what do I do? Should she get arrested for this? I don't know. Well, because I should have my information. Because if she stated my dad died of COVID, I should have that, right? Jose?
Said it in writing or verbally?
I didn't get it. That's what I want. I
Yeah,
want it in
okay.
writing because I want to challenge it. I want to challenge all this.
Was there, let me ask you a question. Was there any kind of an autopsy done when he passed?
No, sir. During the pandemic, there was no autopsy. They couldn't. I called the medical examiner. He never showed up.
It never came.
Also, the doctor never showed up. The nursing home told him what to write, he said. So
Well, no,
this is a big problem here that I'm getting all these, and Brian Stack
No, I gotta
also
cor-
said
I gotta
he's going to
correct you on that.
investigate.
The
Yeah.
nursing staff cannot issue a cause of death. It's got to come from a doctor, my friend.
Well, the nursing home was the one that wrote it, and
No, no, no,
also
no.
on the
a
death
doctor has to
certificate.
Sign off.
Yes, and he signed. Well,
What doctor signed?
Yeah.
he said he signed off, but he said he never even seen my dad during that time. And why wasn't he removed? North Bergen has the nursing home. You open that door is the side of the hospital. How come my father wasn't in the hospital side to try to revive him? How does he just die at the nursing home when, is that protocol? Like you just die at the nursing home and then they don't even try to open up the door and get to Hackensack Meridian Hospital? I don't understand what's going on. Like, how does that happen? Does anybody know that? That if you're dying, should you be going to the hospital and they try to revive you, or the paramedics? Because nobody even tried to do that for him.
Again, on behalf of the board, our sincerest condolences on your loss. Next speaker.
Are there,
All right, bro.
ahead.
The next
anything with
speaker, I'm sorry.
are there any report, like, do you have any reports that were provided to you as a family?
Nothing. I couldn't get anything. I still can't. I called them up because it's 7 years and this is the 6th year coming in. And I called the North Bergen Harborage. They try to call out to the owner of the, because they sold it in 2022 and they still have not reached me yet. So this has been a week already. So
I just don't understand why there should be somewhere paperwork that someone signed, and if you're telling me a doctor signed it,
well, the death certificate,
right, and the doctor said,
but he never showed up at the
the
hospital.
doctor said, I signed the death certificate even though I never saw the patient.
Yeah.
Wow,
How do you do that?
That's a
No
civil,
comment.
I mean, that's a civil lawsuit.
Yeah, I think people should be arrested for that. No.
Also, it's a civil lawsuit.
Yeah.
I don't get that.
Okay.
It
Next
continues.
speaker, please.
The next speaker is Mark Bloomberg. I didn't see him in the audience.
Oh, go ahead, go. Next
The
speaker.
next speaker is Vivian Glatessa. Vivian,
Maybe?
Next speaker.
moving right along. Casey Stanley.
Hi, my name is Casey Stanley. I am a resident of Ward 4 here in Jersey City. Last summer, I just recently found employment again after an extended period. And one of the things that I had a challenge of during that time was being able to pay my rent. I was able to pay my rent through some loans through family members. And when I went to go repay them, I found out that I was eligible for a back rent application, and I was referred to one of the agencies within Hudson County to be able to apply for that. I applied for that in August, and it took me about a month for me to figure out who my point of contact was in that application process. It took me another month for that person to actually respond to any of my messages to them. And then it took about every 2 weeks, I was getting a new requirement for documentation sent to me. And I was kind of exasperated by this process. I only found out in late January that I was denied for lack of ability to show gross income. As an independent contractor during that time from July to present, I have a 1099 that shows my total income. There's no deductions, but the point of contact was insistent that I show gross income in a W-2 format, which I would not have. I did not have. And ultimately, I was denied that application of $8,000 because I was unable to demonstrate gross income. I tried to reach out to different supervisors during that period of time, not often able to get a hold of anyone. Fortunately, I was able to work with a woman named Michelle Rodriguez, who facilitated a lot of the communication that otherwise would not have happened. And so I was denied my application because I didn't have a W-2. I tried to like appeal that, but her supervisor doesn't respond to emails or phone calls either. I'm a little bit exasperated. I don't know what else to do. I've gone through what seems to be the exhaustive process of available people with Hudson County. And so I'm here as a last resort trying to figure out why was I denied? What were the requirements officially through the process? And is there any sort of resolution for me to be able to appeal the process? Because I'm not trying to ask for more than what I think that I'm qualified for. And so I just want to be able to make sure there's some sort of resolution to this that's transparent and clear and able to be resolved.
Thank you. Thanks.
That's
I
it.
believe somebody's here that could generally answer the question, right?
Frank?
Frank Mazza, I'm the Department Director of Family Services. So obviously, I'm not going to get into the specifics of your case. I'm happy to sit with you and go through it. I do want to address a few things. So I have your file here. The department was in constant communication on what was needed. And the denial, well, I'm happy to sit with you and talk to you about that. Also, if somebody is denied or disagrees with any decision that the welfare department makes, you're entitled to call for what's a fair hearing, and you're able to sit in front of a judge and present your case. As a matter of fact, legal services will provide counsel if you need it. Yeah, and but this file is filled with communications back and forth with you on what was needed. Not only that, it's with the division chief and several administrators.
Yep.
And being very specific as to what was required and the reason for the denial.
Frank, thank you. Frank, you can take it
Yeah.
to the back. Next speaker.
Next speaker is Courtney Walker.
All right. Hi, Commissioners. I originally was going to pass my public comment, but with Casey's last comment, I felt like I had to say something. We've been talking a lot about what the county can do to support immigrant families at this time who have been impacted by ICE. The county consistently says they have programs and policies in place. They formed 2 different task forces to help community members better understand how to navigate those programs in place and advocate for additional needs. However, with the last speaker's story, it's really concerning, again, like that someone was jumping through hoops and hoops and hoops and hurdles to try to get back payment for rent. And this is a similar, like back payment for rent is something that I know the county is going to suggest for families who have been having hardship of meeting rent when they've lost a primary breadwinner and, need help paying their rent to not get evicted. So I just want to flag that this issue goes beyond just one case. We need to make sure that that process is working for everyone because the need for rental assistance now is higher than ever. And it's not just immigrant families. We're having an affordability crisis, as we all know, and people need access to those services. And I understand there need to be very specific documents in place, but we need to make that process as easy to navigate as possible, as responsive as possible, because this is somebody's home. This is shelter. This is important. And additionally, for immigrant families, we need to make sure that it's possible to navigate those services in a bilingual way or multilingual way, frankly.
Multilingual,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So if we're having trouble getting it over the line in one area, I'm sure so many other people are having trouble. So I just want to flag that as a potential concern. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker.
Excuse me. Courtney, what I would say to that is, I think Frank Mazza is second to none
Yeah.
when it comes to trying to help people. But that being said, there are rules and regulations
Yeah.
that he has to live with. And I think one of the things, and we missed you on our last meeting, Frank, our next is Tuesday at 5. Hopefully you can make it. Is his ability to help educate a lot of the advocates on a lot of those intricacies, and also in doing that, then having a discussion, how do we deal with some cases that may not be able to meet that, right? Because some of these programs require you to have an ability to show, if I pay the 5 months rent you owe, how are you going to pay your rent going forward? And obviously, there may be instances where a breadwinner has been taken away, and those individuals that's left there may not have that ability to do that. So if those cases, how are we going to address that? So I
Yeah.
think that, you know, when I reach out to them, their office on instances, they're great.
Okay.
But I also know that within the subject of the issue with ICE, there may be cases that these programs currently don't address, and we've got to think outside the box and figure out how are we going to make sure that those people get taken care of.
Okay. Thank you.
Go ahead.
The last speaker I have is Aiden Horgan.
Abe.
Aiden here.
So it's too hot.
We got Abe Anton.
Too hot.
It's Aiden, not Abe.
Oh,
Okay, there being no further business to
Next
come before the
generation.
board, may I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second, all in favor, opposed?
seconded by Basilis.
Meeting is adjourned.